Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wisdom English podcast. I am Sarah.
And I am Brian. Welcome to episode 199, everybody.
Brian, I have a confession to make. Last night, I stayed up until 3 a.m. watching a documentary about a bank robbery. I am addicted to true crime.
Me too, Sarah. I love a good mystery. Who did it? Why did they do it? And how did they get caught?
It seems everyone loves a crime story, but legal English is notoriously difficult. Do you know the difference between a lawyer, an attorney, and a barrister?
Sort of. They all wear suits and charge a lot of money, right?
Well, that is true, but today we are going to be more precise. We will cover everything from the crime scene to the courtroom.
We will talk about theft, murder, juries, and prison. So lock your doors and stay safe. Let's investigate. Sarah, first question. If someone steals my wallet, is that a robbery or a burglary?
Good question. These words are often confused. Theft is the general word for stealing. The person is a thief.
But robbery is different. Robbery implies violence or threat. If someone points a gun at a bank teller, that is a bank robbery. The person is a robber.
If someone steals your wallet on the street using violence, we call it a mugging. I got mugged in London.
Now, what about burglary? Burglary implies breaking into a building. If you come home and your TV is gone, you were burgled. The thief is a burglar.
Exactly. Burglary happens when you are not there, usually. Robbery happens when you are there and you are threatened.
And let's not forget about shoplifting, stealing items from a store while pretending to shop.
Or pickpocketing, stealing from someone's pocket without them noticing. Watch out for pickpockets on the train.
Okay, those are property crimes. But what about the really serious stuff, the crimes that send you to prison for life?
Brian, in the US, you distinguish between big crimes and small crimes, right?
Yes, a minor crime, like shoplifting a candy bar, is a misdemeanor. A serious crime, like murder or arson, is a felony.
In the UK, we say indictable offence for serious crimes. The most serious is homicide, killing a person.
If it was planned, it is murder, first-degree murder. If it was an accident or in the heat of the moment, it might be manslaughter.
Another scary one is arson. This is setting fire to a building intentionally. The criminal is an arsonist.
And assault, physically attacking someone. He was charged with assault and battery.
Or kidnapping, taking a person against their will, usually to ask for a ransom, which is money.
And sadly, domestic violence. Violence inside the home, between partners or family members.
Once a crime is committed, the police arrive. The investigation begins.
Sarah, when the police arrive, they tape off the area. What do we call this?
The crime scene. Do not cross the police tape.
The detectives look for clues and evidence, fingerprints, DNA like hair or blood, footprints.
They might look at CCTV footage, which are security cameras, and they look for witnesses.
A witness is someone who saw the crime happen. Did you witness the accident?
If they think you did it, you become a suspect, but you might have an alibi.
An alibi is proof that you were somewhere else when the crime happened. I couldn't have killed him. I was at the cinema. Here's my ticket.
If the police have enough evidence, they will issue a warrant for your arrest.
And then they find you. Snap. The handcuffs go on.
Brian, we have all seen this in movies. The police push the guy against a car and say, "What?"
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
This is the famous Miranda warning in the US. It basically means shut up. You don't have to speak until your lawyer arrives.
They put you in handcuffs. They take you to the police station. They take your mugshot, that sad photo of you holding a number.
Then they interrogate you. They ask you questions for hours.
If they decide to keep you, you are charged with a crime. He was charged with theft.
If you want to go home before the trial, you have to pay bail.
Bail is money you give the court to promise you will return. If you run away, you lose the money and become a fugitive.
So you have been charged. Now you have to face the music. You're going to court.
Sarah, the courtroom is a theater. Who are the actors?
The most important person sits high up, the judge. In the UK, we address them as my lord or my lady.
In the U.S., we say, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
Then we have the lawyers. The lawyer trying to prove you are guilty is the prosecutor or the prosecution.
The lawyer trying to save you is the defense attorney or defense lawyer.
In the UK, we distinguish between solicitors, who do the paperwork, and barristers, who wear the wigs and speak in court. In the US, you usually just say attorney or lawyer.
And sitting in the box are 12 normal people, the jury.
The jury decides if you are guilty or not. The judge decides the punishment. This is very important.
The person accused of the crime is the defendant. They sit there looking nervous.
The trial begins. The lawyers argue. They call witnesses to the stand.
Sarah, how does the trial start?
The defendant must enter a plea. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
If you plead guilty, there is no trial. You go straight to punishment. If you plead not guilty, the fight begins.
The lawyers cross-examine the witnesses. They try to find holes in their stories. Isn't it true that you hated the victim?
And sometimes the lawyer yells, objection, and the judge says, sustained, meaning I agree, or overruled, meaning I disagree. Keep talking.
The most important concept is reasonable doubt. The jury must be 100% sure. If there is any doubt, they must let you go. Innocent until proven guilty.
Finally, the jury reaches a verdict.
The verdict is the final decision. We find the defendant guilty or acquitted if innocent.
If the verdict is guilty, the judge bangs the gavel and gives the sentence.
Brian, what punishments can you get?
First, a fine. You pay money. Second, community service. You clean streets or work for free. Third, probation. You're free, but a police officer watches you.
And of course, imprisonment, going to jail or prison.
In the U.S., jail is usually for short times, less than a year. Prison is for long times, for felonies. In the UK, we mostly just say prison.
If the crime is terrible, you might get a life sentence. He was sentenced to life.
And in some U.S. states, we still have capital punishment or the death penalty. The prisoner is on death row.
The UK abolished the death penalty years ago, so the maximum is life in prison.
So you're in prison. What is life like on the inside?
Brian, what do we call the people in prison?
Prisoners or inmates. They live in a cell. They wear a uniform, which is orange in the U.S.
The person in charge is the warden. The guards are...
Parole is early release for good behavior. He is eligible for parole in 5 years.
But if you escape, you are a prison breaker.
Not all criminals are scary, violent people. Some wear nice suits and steal millions with a computer.
Sarah, have you heard the term white-collar crime?
Yes, blue collar refers to manual workers. White collar refers to office workers. So these are financial crimes.
Like fraud, tricking people for money, embezzlement, stealing money from the company you work for, tax evasion, not paying your taxes.
And bribery, paying money to police or politicians to get what you want. He took a bribe.
Or blackmail, threatening to reveal a secret unless someone pays you. She is blackmailing me with those photos.
and the famous Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme where you pay old investors with new investors' money, like Bernie Madoff.
Crime has given us so many colorful idioms in English. Let's learn the best ones.
Brian, if the police catch you exactly when you're doing the crime, what is the idiom?
Caught red-handed, like your hands are still red from the blood. He was caught red-handed stealing the cookies.
What if you do something bad but you don't get punished?
You got away with murder. It doesn't have to be actual murder. He cheated on the test and got away with murder.
What if you help someone commit a crime? You're their partner in crime. We often use this for best friends. She's my partner in crime.
And when you go to prison, we say you are behind bars.
Finally, if someone is strictly honest and follows all the rules, we say they are by the book. That cop does everything by the book.
Okay, we have the evidence, we have the idioms. Now let's go to court. Order in the court.
Full role play, the courtroom drama.
Mr. Smith, you claim you were at the cinema on the night of the robbery. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I was watching the new superhero movie.
Interesting, because we have CCTV footage of you standing outside the bank at 9 p.m. How do you explain that?
I must have stepped out to buy popcorn. No, wait, I went to the wrong cinema.
Objection. The witness is lying. Mr. Smith, isn't it true that you were the accomplice? You were the getaway driver?
No, I'm innocent. I have an alibi. My mum says I was home.
Your mom? That is not a credible witness. Your Honor, the prosecution rests. This man is guilty as charged.
I want my lawyer. I plead the fifth.
And cut. Sarah, you cracked under pressure. You would definitely go to jail.
I was terrified. You are a very aggressive prosecutor, Brian.
Thank you. So today we learned the difference between theft, robbery, and burglary.
We talked about felonies and misdemeanors, judges and juries.
We learned about life sentences, parole, and being caught red-handed.
Remember, crime doesn't pay. Stay on the right side of the law.
Listeners, we want to know, what is your favorite crime movie or TV show? Is it Sherlock, CSI, Money Heist?
Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, or we will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Just kidding. See you next time.
Goodbye.